This John Cena collection is insane. What's up, JW here, and today we have my whole entire John Cena Mattel Elite Basic and Ultimate Edition figure collection. We got figures out of the box and in the box, and we're going to be going over all these figures, like which ones are special to me, which ones are some of my favorites. We're just going to go through every single one, so let's get into this. So we're going to work our way just into this insane collection, starting off with this. I believe this is Elite Series 100 and just 100. This was Elite Series 100. John Cena. They picked like some of the top guys, and they picked this gear for John Cena. This is his Thugonomics gear, the chain gang, the spinner title, the light jorts, and the black pants. It's a pretty nice Elite. Not my favorite, but it's overall a pretty good Elite if you want to get like a Thugonomics John Cena. So I'm just gonna work my way across. So starting off with the second figure so far is a very sought after figure, a very popular figure. It is the complete see-through You Can't See Me John Cena figure. It is completely clear. There's really nothing to say about it besides you can't see it. It's invisible. It is a clear figure, clear chain, clear everything, and a complete invisible John Cena. And I'm using this as our little podium. Then we have John Cena's first Ultimate Edition, which is his Hustle, Loyalty, Respect, like beginning of the Hustle, Loyalty, Respect John Cena, because it's still like the end of Thugonomics, because it's still got the logo, all black gear with white, one white wristband, one white armband, and the Spinner Championship with a chain gang logo right there, black shoes and everything. Pretty nice Ultimate Edition though. Sorry to interrupt this video, but 7% of you are only subscribed. 92% of you aren't subscribed. It'd be much appreciated if you could hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you never miss any of my videos. So now let's get back to the video. I always get this mixed up. I can't remember if this is WrestleMania 29 or 28. I think it's 29, I want to say. But this is the WrestleMania 40 Elite Series John Cena. This figure I like a lot. It is a very good figure. This is his green gear from he was wearing from the era when he was feuding with The Rock towards WrestleMania. Then we have a figure I've been using a lot recently in the set of reviews, because before I got the Last Times Now figures, this figure I've been using a lot. This was John Cena's gear from 2021 at SummerSlam when he faced Roman Reigns for the for the Universal Championship, the blue strap Universal Championship. I like this figure a lot. It was really cool. This is when he had like the Super Mario John Cena gear. I like this one a lot. Then we have like the 2013 gear, which is the 10th anniversary, like 10 years of John Cena. because he started in 2003. This is from 2013, his gear with the Scratch Championship. It actually didn't come with this figure, but I just threw it on there because I have it on my PG era shelf. But this is a very nice John Cena figure. This was recently in, like, I think this was in a Greatest Hits line, but overall a pretty good figure. Then we have a figure that actually, this one I like quite a bit. This is from when John Cena returned at Money in the Bank in 2021 to return to pretty much challenge Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. This is a cool gear that he wore. Well, it's not my favorite gear of his, but overall a pretty cool figure. Then we have a figure that actually means a lot to me. I like this figure a lot because this gear means a lot to me. This is the first ever WrestleMania I ever watched live. This is from WrestleMania 33. Also, the gear he was wearing when he won the WWE Championship for the 16th time. This figure did not come with the championship, but I threw it on there because I like to remember that, because that match is one of my favorite matches of all time when John Cena defeated AJ Styles for the championship. It was such a good match. I like this gear a lot because we don't have many John Cena figures with the tan shorts, but this one obviously has the tan shorts, and overall I thought this gear is pretty cool. Then we have a very good Elite. This is a very solid Elite John Cena figure. If you want a good John Cena figure from early on in the Hustle, Loyalty, Respect era, this is the one to go with. I can't remember what WrestleMania. This is from WrestleMania 25 when he had the bunch of John Cena's for his entrance and everything. The longer jorts and everything, but a very awesome, very high. I highly recommend this figure. It is a very good John Cena figure. More from the 2011 era of John Cena. He did not come with the World Heavyweight Championship, but he did have the World Heavyweight Championship with this gear at one point, so I did throw it on there. This figure is actually pretty sought after. I think this was the Toys R Us exclusive figure. I bought this recently on eBay. Very nice figure. Plain white shoes, the longer jorts and everything, and all red gear. Really cool figure. Then we have a basic that I've had for a long time. This was a basic of the 10-year anniversary gear of John Cena. This Elite figure is missing pretty much all his accessories. I got this in a lot at a garage sale This John Cena is his lighter blue when he had the U.S. title and he was doing the Open Challenge. It's missing his chain, his hat, and the U.S. Championship. I got this for like $2 or something like that in a garage sale, so I had to pick it up. But this figure is very incomplete. Then we have another figure that means a lot to me. This is one of my early on elite John Cena figures, because this is one of his main. This was the first shirt I ever got of John Cena. Was this gear? I had got this whole entire gear for Christmas in 2017. I got this figure not much longer when it came out. This figure is a very awesome figure. It means a lot to me. Very cool gear. This is when he was feuding with AJ Styles. Then we have a basic, it was a 2-pack with Nikki Bella from his match at WrestleMania 33 when he tagged with her. Pretty bland, basic figure of John Cena. Another basic figure, I've had this figure for a long time. I got this back in like 2018 of the same gear, that Elite that we just went over of John Cena from when he feuded with AJ Styles. This figure is very beat up. I've had this for a long time. Pretty boring basic though. Then we have a pretty beat up Elite that I got off eBay. It's not, I mean, like, it's not super beat up. It's just very loose and everything. This is his gear from WrestleMania 30 when he fought Bray Wyatt. Really one of my least favorite gears. It just says "You can't stop me." I like the camo jorts, but the shirt is pretty bland. Then we have an Elite that I like a lot. The only thing it's missing is the hat. I got this off eBay, and I knew it wasn't gonna come with the hat, so I still have to find the hat or get one with the hat. Is missing the Lakers colored hat, but it has the United States Championship, and the cloth shirt is in good condition. This is his purple gear from when it was like the Lakers colors. I like this gear a lot. A very cool figure. I feel like the head's a little small for John Cena, but overall, pretty good figure. And this was a very early on Elite series of John Cena. Then a figure that means a lot to me. This is my first ever wrestling figure ever. So if you watch this channel, I have a lot of wrestling figures. I mean, a lot. And this right here is what started it all. I got this figure back in 2015. When I first started watching wrestling, John Cena was my favorite. This was the gear he was wearing. Right, this is the gear I think he came back with at WrestleMania 32. I didn't watch WrestleMania 32, but I was watching wrestling at the time. Obviously, I was little and I wasn't super into it yet. But I remember coming home from school one day to getting this figure. I remember being so excited to get this figure, and it's very beat up, as you can see. John Cena is pretty much completely balded, but I beat the holy hell out of this figure. But this thing is still standing. It's still alive, and this figure means a lot to me, even though it's just a random basic. This figure means a lot because it started the collection. Then we have just one of the random Elite series John Cena that was a throwback to the Thugonomics John Cena when he wore this gear. That was like the retro WWF logo and everything, Word Life, brass knuckles and everything. Overall, it's an okay John Cena figure. The head scan's not great. Then we have a very recent John Cena figure. This is from the 4-pack of the Hall of Champions, with Roman Reigns, Bruno Sammartino, and Ultimate Warrior. I like this figure, like his 54 jersey. And then the spinner title, the black jorts, white and brown shoes. I find this figure very unique and cool. Then we have the first ever basic John Cena that actually came with a hat that's like stayed on like this. And then like the actual like not painted on shirt that they actually like gave him a real shirt. This is the first time they actually did that. It actually is removable armbands, but this is his gear that he wore for like 4 years. But overall, a pretty good basic figure. If you need a basic of John Cena's actual attire gear, this is the one to get. I believe this is the second or the first ever John Cena defining moments figure. I've had this one for a long time. This is his Thugonomics gear when he wore the 54 like basketball jersey, with the brass knuckles, Word Life, and everything. It's nothing crazy, but it's a pretty cool figure. Just like the basic we went over, this is the same gear but as an Elite form. This Elite came out quite a while ago, but John Cena wore this gear for like 4 years, so I'm really not sure when this is supposed to represent. It's when he had his shorter hair, so this had been around WrestleMania 34. Then we have a very recent figure. This is John Cena's first ever, The Last Time Is Now Farewell Tour figure. This is the Walmart exclusive actual farewell tour figure when he announced his retirement. This figure was very sought after, and it took me forever to get it. I finally found it. This figure is very good. A very awesome John Cena figure. Represents the modern John Cena very well. No, this is not the original John Cena figure, which I think this was a Defining Moments. This was his first ever Defining Moments figure. This is the From the Vault series John Cena, when he had the spinner U.S. title and the spinner WWE Championship with the basketball jersey and everything, the chain gang. This figure is very cool. I like this figure a lot. Definitely a fronter, like in the collection, everything on the shelves. Very awesome. Highly recommend this. If you want a chain gang, Thugonomics John Cena, I think this is the figure to get. Another very recent figure. This is from this past year, Royal Rumble 2025, when John Cena on his farewell tour, his last Royal Rumble ever in Indianapolis. His gear from then. This figure represents the modern John Cena very well. Looks great. The gear's awesome. His high socks for the last times now. Gray and white shoes. Overall, a very good figure. John Cena's most recent Ultimate Edition. This is representing the John Cena from 2024 and 2024, I would say, and 2023, when he was it was during that time period when Hollywood had that strike, and he came back for like 4 months straight, and he was on like every SmackDown and the pay-per-views. He was wearing this gear. And then also in 2024, so that was in 23, and then 2024 he showed up at the WrestleMania 40 to save Cody Rhodes in the main event when Cody Rhodes finished the story. So this is what this Ultimate Edition is representing. And this Ultimate Edition is the only Ultimate Edition of like the Never Give Up John Cena figure, which is, I find, absolutely insane. It's crazy, but it's a pretty good Ultimate Edition. I believe this is John Cena's second ever Elite figure. This is very early on the Elite line. Not the greatest head scan, but this figure is a very nostalgic like gear. Very early on like Mattel line figure, but it's a very awesome John Cena figure. It's like the old school cloth. There's a couple other figures we went over already that had that old school Mattel cloth t-shirt, but this is a very nice figure. Now onto the mint on card figures. We have the Farewell Tour Walmart exclusive John Cena. This packaging is so cool. It has all the different John Cena like logos. There's John Cena himself, but like older logos he's used. So I had to get a second one to keep in the packaging because the packaging is so cool. It has the door that on the back of all the shirts. It says, "After this, you can't see me." The man himself, and then it literally has a figure version of the Farewell Tour Last Time Is Now logo. So I just found this packaging is awesome. So I'm like, I need another one to keep in the box. Then this figure, obviously I already went over how special this is. This was my first ever figure. So I bought a second one off eBay because I got the first one way back in the day. This one I got on eBay so I could have a mint on card one, like brand new, perfect condition one in the package. It's a little scuffed up at the top, but it's not the end of the world. No basic packaging is going to be perfect because basics always were thrown around and stuff in the stores and stuff. So overall, it's nothing crazy. Let's see what was in the series back in the day. We had Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, Zack Ryder, Big E, Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, Neville, and Natalya. Oh my gosh. I miss this packaging, how it'd say Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Divas. It's just so nostalgic to me. I miss this packaging so much. Then we have the WrestleMania 34 series. This is John Cena's gear, like the military gear. I can't remember when this exactly was, but it's a throwback figure. It wasn't at WrestleMania 34. I don't know why I had this one in the box. I got this one off eBay. I decided not to open it because I was going on like a streak of buying WrestleMania series figures and keeping them in the box. I'm assuming I'll probably just keep this in the box forever, but it is unique because it has like the army green jorts, but a pretty cool figure to keep in the box. So that is my whole entire John Cena Mattel figure collection. There is a lot of figures in here. Very good figures, awesome figures. I like a lot of these. I highly recommend 3 mint on card figures. I'm going to be doing this with more wrestlers I have. So if you want to see a wrestler like shown off like this in figure form, like my collection, drop down in the comments below. Who do you want to see? Like, you want to see Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, and like some people you might comment down. I might not have a lot of, so it could be turned into a short. But if whoever you want to see, drop down in the comments below. I'm pretty sure I'll have them. So drop down in the comments below. Who do you want to see in a video or a short form of like a shown off collection? We had to do John Cena as a video because there's so many. But this is JRW. Make sure to like, subscribe, stay tuned for more figure content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.